Children, as we get up in the morning to till we sleep at night, we perform various activities, isn't it? So, how we are going to get energy to perform these activities? So, we all know that the food we take gives us energy. So, when this food, when reacts with oxygen, produces energy. So, this energy releasing process, we call it as respiration. So, respiration is an energy releasing process in our body. So, where is this process taking place? Where is respiration taking place? It takes place in the cells of our body. Okay? So, the respiration occurs in two processes. There are two processes involved in respiration. One is breathing. Okay? So, breathing is also called as external respiration. So, what is breathing? So, inhalation and exhalation. So, what are this inhalation and exhalation? Inhalation is taking oxygen-rich air into our lungs. We call it as inhalation. Whereas, exhalation is releasing out carbon dioxide-rich air. We call it as exhalation. So, inhalation and exhalation is called as breathing. So, what is the breathing rate of a normal healthy person? So, it is almost 16 to 18 times a person breathes per minute. This is called breathing rate of a person. So, this breathing rate will be changing from person to person when he performs some strenuous exercises or walking, jogging, or when he is in a fear condition. This breathing rate will be going up to 25 to 27 times per minute. Now, if you see, the next process is internal respiration or cellular respiration, as it takes place inside the cells. Now, we will learn about the types of respiration, types of cellular respiration. So, there are two types of cellular respiration. One, it is aerobic respiration. Two, it is anaerobic respiration. So, what is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration? If the respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen, we call it as aerobic respiration. If it happens in the absence of oxygen, we call it as anaerobic respiration. So, now let us see. In our body, the main energy source is glucose. So, during respiration, glucose is broken down to produce energy in both the processes. Okay? But one happens in the presence of oxygen, the other happens in the absence of oxygen. So, let us see first aerobic respiration. So, during aerobic respiration, glucose in the presence of oxygen produces energy and releases out the gaseous products like carbon dioxide and water vapor. Whereas in anaerobic respiration, glucose in the absence of oxygen releases energy along with the products like carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. Now, these two products will vary in different organisms. So, ethyl alcohol is produced in yeast cells, whereas lactic acid is produced in bacteria and muscle cells. So, in humans, especially the muscle cells, anaerobic respiration will take place due to deficiency of oxygen for short period of time. So, when this occurs, so generally when a person does a strenuous exercise or when he runs or jogs, so at that time there is a temporary deficiency of oxygen, so the muscle cells will respire anaerobically. So at that time, because of lactic acid accumulation in the muscle cells, the person feels muscle cramps. So how to get relief from these muscle cramps? So generally hot water bath or massage will help to get relief from the muscle cramps. So this hot water bath or massage will help in improving the blood circulation and which supplies a proper amount of oxygen to these cells. Because of that, there is a breakdown of lactic acid to produce carbon dioxide and water. Now let us see the differences between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration. So as we discussed, this aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen. Then anaerobic respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. So next, in aerobic respiration, since oxygen is available, there is a complete breakdown of glucose to produce energy, carbon dioxide and water. Whereas in anaerobic respiration, since there is deficiency of oxygen, then the products are energy, carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. There is a partial breakdown of glucose. And if you see in aerobic respiration, here more amount of energy is produced because there is complete breakdown of glucose. Whereas in anaerobic respiration, since partial breakdown of glucose, compared to aerobic respiration, the energy produced is less. Aerobic respiration happens in most of the plants and animals, whereas anaerobic respiration generally takes place in yeast cells, bacteria and in humans muscle cells.